Hello my lovely students. شوفوا أنا مثبتة الكاميرا بالعافية وممكن تقع في أي وقت. But anyways, I'll try my best. لو وقعت I will make another video إن شاء الله. زي ما قلت انفضل لي lesson دي اللي هي 10.4 و 10.5 and I'm done with the Algebra 2. So I will be solving from Precalculus as I'm doing lesson 5.5. Double, actually in Precalculus book it's called multiple angle and product to sum identities. Anyways, in your book it's called double and half angle identities. I will deal with double angle identities today, half angle identities another day. Pretty easy, you just add up to your identities. Now one of them is called cosine 2 theta equals to cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta, and all of them can be proved, and they are proved in the Precalculus book if you would like to take a look at it. For now, if I do some changes in using the Pythagorean identity, which is sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals to 1. Oh, my camera started moving. Some changes would lead to this one, which is 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. Another couple of changes would lead to 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. So sometimes cosine double theta means cosine theta plus theta, okay, or cosine double theta. Sometimes we will need this, sometimes we need this and this. It depends on your smartness. The more you're smart, the more you will cut it short for yourself. Sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine theta. Tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan squared theta. There are several types of questions in this lesson. I will start with the first pack. The first pack is just find the value. The calculator will not help you much to find the values, but anyways, find the value of sine 2 theta cosine 2 theta tan 2 theta for the given value and interval. For the given value and interval. Where am I solving? It's page 352 in the Precalculus book. You can still solve more from the Algebra 2 book. It will be easier. Okay. Question number 1 gave me that cosine theta is equal to 3 over 5, and they must give me the quadrant as well. I'll tell you why. What do I understand from this quadrant? I understand that I am in quadrant 4. So if I am in quadrant 4, let's deal with this and get it done before we start solving. In quadrant 4, x is positive, y is negative, and r is always positive, as we know. So this point is somewhere 3 units on x. Remember, cosine theta is equal to x over r. It's 3 units in x and its r is 5. The first step, you must find y, and you must know that y over here is negative according to the quadrant, because the rule will not help you. The rule will tell you, as we know, r is equal to x squared plus y squared. Or let me write it this way, r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. I need y, so it's going to end up in y equals to root of x, actually r squared minus x squared. The bigger one minus the smaller one. So I'm never getting a negative from this. If you didn't think from the beginning that the y was negative, you will not get right signs. So y is equal to root of 5 squared minus 3 squared, and my smart students should remember always that 3, 5 comes with 4 on the y, special right triangle 3, 4, 5. Anyways, 25 minus 16 is root of 9, no, I meant 25 minus 9, root of 16 is equal to 4. There is a possibility that this 4 is positive or negative, right? It's positive or negative root of 16. So which one shall I take? I'm going to take y equals to negative 4. Okay? So y equals to negative 4. Okay, your second step you know cosine theta, your second step is to find sine theta theta, not double theta, and tan theta. Okay, what about that? We know that sine theta is y over r, and tan theta is y over x. So y over r is negative 4 over 5, and you must use it negative, okay? I will tell you why برضو، بس أنا لازم أظبطها من هنا، okay? مش في الآخر، لأنه الآخر is sine double theta. The question is asking for, if you can see, sine 2 theta, cosine 2 theta, tan 2 theta. Okay? And this double theta is not in the same quadrant as theta. I have to fix the sign of sine theta, then sine 2 theta will come immediately perfect with its right signs. So tan theta is equal to y over x. What is y? Y is 4 over negative 4 over 3. Okay, number 3, I will start using my identities, and I said the first one, cosine 2 theta, has 3 identities, this or this or this. It's your choice. I can use this one for now, this one, or this one, whatever you like. I'm gonna use this one, okay? So 2 cosine squared theta minus 1 equals 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. As I said, if theta is in quadrant 4, it doesn't mean, okay, and cosine over here is positive, right? It doesn't mean that double theta is also, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean that double theta is also in quadrant 4. Yani, let's imagine together, مثلا, if I have a theta that is, where is it? Okay. ماشي. لو أنا عندي theta, for example, in quadrant 4, يعني let me say 300. Double theta would be 600, okay? Where would be 600? 600 will not be here again. I'm just giving an example. So if I did 600 minus 360, just trying to get a coterminal, I found that over here double theta is coterminal with 240, okay? And 240 is not in this quadrant, it's in this quadrant, where cosine will be negative. How will I know the sign of cosine 2 theta, sine 2 theta, tan 2 theta? I will not know unless I fix the signs from the beginning of x, y, and r. R is always positive. Fix x and r, you're done. So over here, anyways, 2 cosine squared theta, cosine is 3 over 5 squared minus 1. صح? Okay. And this would give me, in the end, negative 7 over 25. As I expected, it is negative because the angle is not in quadrant 4 anymore. This is cosine 2 theta, okay? The question asked me for this, and sine 2 theta as well, and tan 2 theta. So sine 2 theta, we said has one rule. It's 2 sine theta, cosine theta. And 2 sine theta is, we got sine theta as negative 4 over 5, so 2 times negative 4 over 5. Cosine theta is already given. Command sine will come automatically negative because I fixed the y from the beginning, negative 24 over 25. How will I get tan 2 theta? I will get it by 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan squared theta. Sorry, I have no space. So 2 tan theta is 2 negative 4 over 3. I calculated tan theta in step 2. Or divided by, there's no space, 1 minus. Tan squared theta is negative 4 over 3 squared. If you calculate that, you will get tan 2 theta as 24 over 7. 24 over 7. I hope you can see that. 24 over 7. So the steps is to find the missing. You will have 2 x and r, y and r, y and x. Find the third one, and then get sine theta and tan theta. Get whatever that was not given here in terms of theta, not double theta, theta and theta. And then find cosine 2 theta, sine 2 theta, and tan 2 theta by the double angle identities that I just showed you. This is regarding question number 1. Regarding question number 2, they asked me to, they gave me tan theta is equal to 8 over 15, and 180 to 70. This is the interval. Okay, this is quadrant what? quadrant 3, where x is negative and y is negative. Then why am I not, I know that tan theta is equal to y over x, صح? From the previous chapter. Then why am I not seeing the negatives over here? You will get fooled. You will get so much fooled. You will think this is positive and this is positive, and the numbers were both negative. That's why they both show now positive, because it was negative 8 over negative 15. But you must know, because we're smart, that y equals negative 8 and x equals negative 15. Okay? So how will I get r? R is equal to root of x squared plus y squared. And x squared plus y squared over here, negative 15. You don't need really to carry the negative with you because it's going anyways. My r over here is going to come as 17. Okay, this is my first step, to find the missing one from x, y, and r. My second step is to find the missing trigonometric functions, which are sine theta and cosine theta. What is sine theta? Y over r. Cosine theta, x over r. You must be experts in this now. So y is negative 8 over 17, and this is sine theta. Cosine theta is x over r, which is negative 15 over 17. Your third step is to start using the double angle identities. أول واحدة cosine 2 theta. I used this one last time. I'm going to use it again. 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. So 2 times cosine squared theta is negative 15 over 17 squared minus 1. You will get the answer as 161 over 289. That's it. The second one is sine 2 theta. Its rule is 2 sine theta cosine theta. So 2 multiplied by sine theta, which is negative 8 over 17, times cosine theta, which is negative 15 over 17. And that will equal to 240 over 289. And then you need to find tan 2 theta, and its rule is 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan squared theta. Again, so it's 2 times 8 over 15 over 1 minus 8 over 15 squared, which is equal to 240 over 161. So I hope again you're not confused between tan theta and tan double theta. Over here we have all STC. Tan is positive, okay? And tan is positive. Probably double tan might be here. Okay, double tan might come here. That's why the tan is positive. And double this theta, I mean, double the angle maybe came here when I doubled it. So all of them are positive. These, I will not touch their signs. I will not come near its signs. I will only fix y and x and r, and that's all. You will get those immediately correct if you do that, okay? Again, question number 3. I used to stick on that because I don't like it. Question number 3. Cosine theta. Okay, let me do, for example, another one. Let's say question number 4. Sine theta is equal to, I just want something different, negative 7 over 12. Okay, at 3 pi over 2, they can give you the interval in degrees or in radians. Which quadrant is this? This is quadrant 4. Yes, between 270 and 180. صح? So quadrant 4. In quadrant 4, what are the signs of x and y? X is positive, y is negative. Okay? So here I have x over r. If they're written the question like this, negative 7 over 12, you must know that the negative belongs to 7. And this is how it's written in the book aslan. And I just did it kida by mistake. The negative is here. I must know that the negative belongs to the x because r anyways is positive. I'm sorry, this is y. So now I know y is equal to negative 7, r is equal to 12. My first step is to find x. And I know x is positive in this quadrant. It will be 12 squared minus negative 7 squared. and that is going to give you root of 95. I do not need you to change this to any decimals or approximate it. Leave it as it is. Number 2 is to find tan theta equals to what and cosine theta equals to what, because the question has given me sine theta. So tan theta is equal to y over x and cosine theta is equal to x over r. And I fixed my signs and everything is okay. So tan theta is negative 7 over x is root of 95. Do I need to simplify here? I don't care. I need to simplify my final answer. Over here, I don't really care that you simplify or no. Cosine theta is x over r, and x is root of 95 over r, which is 12. My third step to get the double angle identities or the double angles. Okay, so over here I need whatever, let's say sine 2 theta. It's 2 sine theta cosine theta. So 2 times sine theta times cosine theta, I got it over here, root of 95 over 12, and that will equal to negative 7 root of 95 over 72. Okay, this is the answer for sine double theta. Regarding cosine double theta, I can use a new one this time. Let's say cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. Cosine squared theta is going to be root of 95 over 12 squared minus sine squared theta is negative 7 over 12 squared, and you will end up with cosine double theta as 23 over 72. And tan 2 theta has one rule, which is 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan squared theta 2 times negative 7. So if you originally got these wrong, you will get the double angles wrong. So from the beginning, make sure you're doing everything, calculating everything correctly. And tan double theta will give you negative 7 root of 95 over 23. Okay, I give you a tricky one and then I will start another video. Okay, not really a tricky one, but anyways, mashallah, now we are smart. Number 5, the question gave me tan theta equals negative half, and this is 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi. Okay, and let's say also the negative is written like this. The negative belongs to which one? To the numerator or to the denominator? Okay, I'm in which quadrant? I'm actually trying to fix the camera. Okay, I'm actually in quadrant 4. And in quadrant 4, x is positive while y is negative. Okay, you know that tan theta is equal to y over x. So the negative belongs to the y and not to the x. So I should know that y over x, y over x, صح? y over x. مظبوط. Okay, so y is negative 1 and x is 2, right? Because y is negative and I have one of them is negative, not both of them are negative. So y is negative, then x is positive. And my first step is to find r. R is negative 1 squared plus 2 squared. My r will come to be root of 5. My second step is to start finding what is sine theta and what is cosine theta. And as we said, sine theta is y over r and cosine theta is x over r. So sine theta is y over r, my y is negative 1, so negative 1 over root of 5. As I said, I don't care about simplifying much over here. And my cosine theta is x over r, so 2 over root of 5. My third step, sine double theta is 2 sine theta cosine theta, so 2 times negative 1 over root of 5 times cosine theta 2 over root of 5 will end up in number 3, sine 2 theta will end up in, I have one negative over here, will end up in negative 4 over 5. And then cosine double theta, I have one that I didn't use. It's 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. Because remember over here, I told you there are 3 identities equal to cosine 2 theta. I have 3 identities. I'm going to use this one now. There's no problem. Here, there's no problem. In verifying or simplifying or solving, there might be a problem that you have to be strict with one of them or use one of them. So it's 1 minus twice sine squared theta, here negative 1 over root of 5, this one squared. And cosine 2 theta will come to be over here. It's coming as I guess I'm going to calculate it, but I guess it's 3 over 5. 1 minus 2 times negative 1 over root of 5 squared. It's 3 over 5. Okay, and tan 2 theta is again tan, double tan theta. I will just write it directly. Double tan theta is double negative half all over 1 minus tan squared theta, yani negative half squared, and this will equal to negative 4 over 3. I hope, oh, you're not seeing with me. Okay, so I got lost as usual with my lesson. So this is for the first part. I will make another video to complete it, inshallah now. Bye.